And then I realized my hair is totally up. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I went on Facebook Live today in my hair group, Hair Culture. It is a hair group for licensed professionals, cosmetology students, as well as basically for everybody. It is growing at a rapid pace, so go ahead, hit that link, join. Anyway, when I was on Facebook Live, I was just chatting with a couple of you guys, and that's how I came up with this story time video today of how I up my hair before. Before I get into this story time, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, take a moment to subscribe, hit the bell symbol so that way you don't miss a video. You guys, we're talking about hair, we're bonding. Okay, today I'm in my bedroom and we are just gonna chat just like you were coming over as friends, just to talk and gossip and do that kind of thing. I'm gonna give you a brief history of my hair and all the times that I've messed it up, and there were several times. The first time I ever dyed my hair, I was a junior in high school. There was this girl that I went to school with. She had similar color eyes to me, and she dyed her hair like a burgundy red. So I was like, oh my gosh, that hair color is so freaking bomb on her. I went to my local CVS, of course, and got a box dye. I ended up getting the kind that washes out in 28 washes, or one of those kinds. The thing with those washes, even the box dyes that say washes out in 28 washes, that also depends on the porosity of your hair's ability to absorb moisture, to absorb product, absorb chemicals, whatever. And so for me, it pretty much worked like a permanent dye because my hair was super porous. My hair's always been super porous. Anyway, got this dye, dyed my hair, and actually kind of liked it. It was cool or whatever. Actually, before that, maybe my sophomore year in high school, there was this girl who was in like my PE class, and it was this Mexican girl, and she had hair like down to here, and her blonde was so bomb, you guys. I don't remember if I asked her what she did, but looking back, I think that she had to have gotten it professionally dyed because her blonde hair was so freaking bomb. So I went to the drugstore, of course. I went to CVS, grabbed a box dye, and the way I chose it, I just like looked at the picture on the box and I was like, oh, this looks like the blonde that I want. Took it home, dyed my hair with it. My hair turned orange or some other weird color because hair color doesn't work like that. You can't just get a box dye and throw it on your head and then your hair is instantly like a beautiful blonde. So my hair was damaged for a little while and then it got healthy again. And that's because when I turned 16, my mom made me get a job. Because I ran the phone bill up $700, and she was like, you're getting a job and you're paying this phone bill. But that's another story for another time. So I got a job at El Pollo Loco, the one on Rosecrans Boulevard and Ocean Gate. Okay, if you're from the South Bay, you know what El Pollo Loco I'm talking about. Yes, that was my first job. My priority when I got a job was to get my hair done. So I started going to get my hair washed and pressed on a regular basis every 2 weeks at a salon that was like by my house. And so my hair got healthy again, and then that's when I dyed it burgundy, and that wasn't that bad, but then my roots started growing out. So then I had maybe a line of demarcation, like an inch of new growth, and then the rest of my hair was burgundy. And then in my head, oh my gosh, this was back when Christina Milian came out with that song Dip It Low, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want this golden blonde hair, she's so bomb. And I didn't know how to ask for that, and mind you, this was back, I'm totally like dating myself, but this was back in the day where we didn't have like internet on our phones. Like if I wanted to print a picture, if I wanted to bring a picture to my stylist, I would have to go on my desktop computer, look up a picture of Christina Milian, have it printed if you had a printer, and then bring it to your stylist. Like this is like Throwback Thursday for real. When I called and talked to my stylist, and I just told her I want highlights because I was just under the impression that that's just what it was. It was just highlights. We were lost in translation, right? So she does the cap highlights, which is total, that is so old school. Like people don't do cap highlights, although I've seen a couple of videos where they're coming back. But she did cap highlights where you put the cap on and then you pull the hair through all the holes with like a needle thing, and then you bleach the hair that's left out. When she was done, I had, again, because she just did highlights, and I don't even think she toned my hair. I had roots, a line of demarcation, burgundy, and then highlights. And looking back, or even back then, I was like, what the hell? Like, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted Christina Milian, okay? But clearly that wasn't the best hairdresser. For blowouts, wash and press, yes, but for color, no. Oh, and also, oh my gosh, I would press my hair with a pressing comb, and I remember I burnt the top of my hair off up here to like an inch. So for a long time, like I think I was maybe a junior or senior or something like that, I had to wear my hair in a certain hairstyle because all this was like broken, damaged, like an inch long, okay? So I know the struggle. And also because I'm mixed, I'm biracial, I remember having black friends back then, and they were like, Brittney, like, you treat your hair like, don't, and then this is no offense, this is no shade, but mixed girls, you know what I'm talking about, and black girls, you know what I'm talking about too. I remember my friend Amira, she was like, Brittney, you treat your hair like you're a white girl, like, you're not a freaking just a white girl, you have black hair, you need to treat it properly. Yes, my hair was trash destroyed by that time. A couple years passed and whatever, and I wore a lot of weaves and like extensions and those kinds of things. I would glue tracks in my hair, and just, I did not have my own hair that was like good, healthy hair. I started beauty school, and there is a thing called beauty school hair. If you are a cosmetology student, if you are a licensed professional, then you know what beauty school hair is. It's almost like, you know, when you graduate high school and you go to university, and that's like your time to experiment with all kinds of things. The equivalent in the cosmetology world and the beauty school world is to try crazy haircuts and colors and all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm so mad. I'm trying to log into my old photo bucket account to find these pictures so that way I can show you the glow up, okay? The hair glow up. I remember one time, because I used to wear my hair parted on the side and then like a swoop kind of like bang kind of thing, and I remember one time I took a chunk of my hair here and I think I bleached it and dyed it pink, and that was fine until I was like, okay, I want to go back to brown. And then I threw a box dye on it, of course, and then the brown turned green. And I remember at the time I was dating a guy, and I was like, should I just leave it? Or, I mean, like, I don't really care. He was like, no. Let me tell you guys about the worst thing I ever did to my hair and why I am so passionate about not bleaching your hair at home. I'm in beauty school. I forgot how many hours I had at that time, but I had learned a little bit about hair color. But I always say, you know, in beauty school, I feel like you mostly learn about sanitation, client safety. You do learn about chemistry, electricity, and anatomy and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like you don't learn the artistry of hair until you are either out in the real world, like as an assistant or as a stylist. Beauty school students don't know everything yet about hair. Girl. Oh my gosh, you guys, the beauty school that I went to was on Tabitha's Salon Takeover, Flavio's Beauty College, okay? I don't think it's called Flavio's Beauty College anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but oh my gosh, no shade to Flavio's, because hey, I started out there. I didn't finish there, but I started out there. No shade, but that school is like a hot freaking mess. In an episode of Tabitha's Salon Takeover, one of the teachers there, I remember asking him, I was like, because I wanted to dye my hair blonde, and I'm like, hey, do you think I could dye my hair blonde? Like, do you think, honestly, in your professional, because they're all licensed, in your professional opinion, do you think my hair can take it? And I remember he was like, yeah, you got that Kunta Kinte hair. That was his exact words. He was like, you got that Kunta Kinte hair, your hair's strong. Which that is total, I remember that statement like so vividly, because that is such a lie. I think people think that, not everybody, but black hair is even more fragile than any other hair type. In my opinion, I think Asian hair is the strongest hair. Anyway, that's another video for another time. And also, like, race stuff comes up in hair because hair is different on everybody, but you know, that's another video. I have to keep saying stuff like that because I don't want people to leave me comments saying like I'm racist or something weird like that. He's like, yeah, you got that Kunta Kinte, your hair's strong. So I'm like, okay, cool. As a rule of thumb, they say that depending on the levels you want to lift your hair, that's the volume you use in your formula. So if I'm a level 5 and if I want to be just a level 6, I can use a 10 volume. If I want to be a level 7, I can use a 20 volume. If I want to go to level 9, use a 40 volume. But see, that's not always true, and you learn that later on. But in any case, so that was the rule of thumb I used. So I'm a level 5 and I went to Sally's. Yes, I went to Sally's Beauty Supply. what bleach did I get? I think I got like blue, whatever comes in the blue thing, I think. Oh no, I think I got a Clairol one. In any case, it wasn't the best product. I got a 40 volume, all right? I got a 40 volume, went home to dye my hair, and I'm like reading my cosmetology book, like how to do a double process blonde. Mind you, I don't even think at that time I did a double process blonde on a mannequin head, all right? Apparently, I was like, YOLO, okay, I'll figure it out. So yes, I mixed my lightener, I divide my hair into 4 sections, just like in the book, right? And then I started applying the bleach to my hair. So I started applying it maybe in the back, I started applying it. I guess as I reached the front, I realized like, oh, this part of my hair is like platinum blonde, okay? And this part's orange, like it was like yellow, platinum blonde, orange, like all kinds of weird colors. And then I panicked, so then I rinsed it out of my hair. And then I realized my hair is totally up. Okay, I cried. I was so sad, right? My boyfriend at the time, like, he felt sorry for me. He's like, oh my gosh, like, let's go to a salon. You know, you go to a salon as a last resort, of course. So I went to a local salon, and I'm like all distraught and whatever, and I didn't have an appointment. I literally walk in. I think I told him, oh, I wanted to be blonde, and how much would it be to color my hair. And I remember she told me it was like $250, which nowadays, like to me now, I'm like, okay, that's average. But back then, as a cosmetology school student, as just broke as I was like, and I didn't know how much people charge for color. Girl, I was shook to the core. She was like, oh, that's $225 or $250, whatever it was. I remember saying, I was like, $250? And she was like, yeah. So then I'm like, okay, well, I can't afford $250. So then I just had her wash it and press it. She might have trimmed it, might have not, because also back then, I was one of those people, I was like, no, don't cut my hair, please, anything but cut my hair. Like, anything but cut my hair. I will try any DIY mask. I will buy any mask. I will do anything to avoid cutting my hair, even if it is hanging on by a thread. So washed it, pressed it, and yeah, I mean, at least it was blown out, right? That was the worst time I up my hair. But what happened after that is, because my hair was fried and I didn't get it cut properly, is that it just kept breaking off and breaking off and breaking off. Like, girl, my hair was like short here and there and there and there and there, and short and long and short and all kinds of crazy stuff. So the last time I did my hair, I used to follow this girl's blog, and she had like, she is like this Hawaiian girl, and she like dyed her hair, and it was like a caramelly kind of blonde. She's like, yeah, I use box dye. So I was like, okay, I could do the same thing. So I dyed my hair with the ombre box kit. Of course, it didn't come out nicely. I don't even think it lifted my color. I don't know what happened, but I remember after that, I dyed my hair teal. Now with the teal hair, the thing that I used to dye the part teal was that Adore demi-permanent color, I think it is. And that stuff is strong. Vivid colors are supposed to wash out within like 3 weeks or something like that. Girl, that teal did not budge from my hair. At the time, I was at the end of beauty school, and this time I was in a good beauty school, a good cosmetology program. Shout out El Camino College in Torrance, all right? Shout out Miss I remember asking her, like, girl, like, why is this green still in my hair, like, months later? And I think she's the one who told me, sometimes with these, like, cheap dyes, they'll use stuff that are kind of the same ingredients that they use in furniture dye. So basically my hair was permanently teal, and the only way to get it out was for me to bleach it. So I bleached my hair. Of course, my hair was on its last leg, and it broke off again, and I remember having a piece on the side that was this short. Oh my gosh, this is kind of a sad story. I feel like I have a lot of memories of my hair being broken off. In conclusion, you guys, I have totally effed up my hair. Luckily, I didn't get any chemical burns or anything like that. But yes, girl, I have bleached the crap out of my hair, okay? I have glued in extensions. I have done it all, just totally trashed my hair. So when I talk about box dye, when I talk about doing your own hair at home, it's not that I'm just trying to be pretentious from a professional standpoint. It's because I know from experience, do not even waste your time or your money or the stress or anything like that trying to do major color changes to your hair, such as going from brunette to blonde. I'll just take that as a lesson from God saying, I'm gonna put you through this so that way you can tell other people not to fry their hair. Because you guys, hair is so important. You wear it every single day. It grows out of your body. You should treat it well, use good products on it, and just nurture it and treasure it, okay? Not everybody is lucky enough to have hair. I know that sounds super deep, but seriously, like hair, but you guys know hair is bae. I love hair, okay? So that is why I am the way that I am. So save the hair, you guys. That brings me to the end of this video. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe. And also, if I'm not here, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Snapchat. So follow me there. The links to all that stuff will be down below. And other than that, you guys will see me in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.